What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Andy Lee. Andy Lee, of course, is a part of Tyson Fury's team. Okay, he is the long ex-champion and the tutelage of Emmanuel Stewart. And backstory about Andy Lee, he was the reason why Tyson Fury is training with Javon Sugar Hill, because he introduced him, you know, way back in the whenever they got acquainted, because Andy Lee used to be a student of Emmanuel Stewart, and actually was kind of like a stepson, was very close to Emmanuel. You know, he used to live with him. You know, he stayed in his basement, and you know, it was kind of like a Mike Tyson Customato type of relationship that Andy Lee had with Emmanuel Stewart. Okay, so of course Javon Sugar Hill was there as well, so that's why again Tyson Fury was able to come on in with open arms by Javon, because of the relationship Andy Lee already had with both guys. Okay, backstory. But Andy Lee has predicted that Tyson Fury is mentally stronger than Anthony Joshua. He feels that Anthony Joshua is an improving fighter. Okay, he's an improving fighter. He gets better and better, but he's not good enough to beat Tyson Fury the way Tyson Fury is. And on top of that, he says that that Tyson Fury, the way he's fighting and beating guys right now, he doesn't see anybody beating him, and he sees him beating Anthony Joshua in 8 rounds. Okay, and what do I say about that? I think this is coming from a sincere but biased standpoint, and let me explain. Sincere coming from Stan Lee, because he didn't say anything about Anthony Joshua that was derogatory. He didn't say anything about Anthony Joshua that meant he was a lesser fighter. He spoke from what he seen from one fight. Okay, but that one fight, again, is you look at that and you observe that one fight. You can't observe one fight from another fight. Tyson Fury looks good. Tyson Fury took the fight to Wilder, but Wilder had one tool, okay? Not many. He didn't fight Klitschko the way he fought Wilder. If he would have fought Klitschko the way he fought Wilder, he would have been in some trouble, okay? That's the difference. So Joshua fights similar to Klitschko, but he is a better combination fighter on the inside than Klitschko, right? So he likes to mix it up, because he likes to get kind of hyped by the crowd and motivated by the crowd, you know, because he goes for the knockout. And if you fight Anthony Joshua a certain way, he's going to fight you a certain way. That could or could not get him in trouble sometimes. Look at what happened with Andy Ruiz. Him trying to finish Ruiz, got caught himself and changed the whole standpoint of the first fight, you know, and cost him his first loss. But I do agree with Andy Lee. I think Anthony Joshua is an improving fighter. I think that Anthony Joshua is a fighter that he has a lot still to prove to people. Now, see, and here's the thing. We don't know where Anthony Joshua is yet. We don't know where he is mentally. So when he threw the mental up, is he mentally tougher? I did a video like a week ago. Well, who is mentally tougher, right? Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, or Anthony Joshua. And Anthony Joshua's in the second, because Anthony Joshua knows how to come back from a loss. Well, he has to fight again. So we have to see if he readjusts another game plan, another strategy, an aggressive one like he did before, to show us all if he's ready to go back into beast mode like he used to. Or will he be that tentative, hesitant fighter like a lot of people claim he is, because they claim that he's not mentally there. And the fact of the matter is, we don't know yet, because we have to see him fight someone in that type of way and go for the kill. Because a lot of things affect fighters mentally. Look at Adrian Broner, for example. He was never the same after Maidana beat him. Okay? Even though he's won fights since then, he hasn't been able to pull the trigger. I don't think it has anything to do with his hand speed. It's just he doesn't pull the trigger like he used to. So we don't know if that's Anthony Joshua yet. But I do agree with Anthony Joshua. With Andy Lee, he's getting better. He's getting better as a fighter. And I think what's imperative, the best thing to do is to fight Anthony Joshua now if you feel that he's less weaker of a mentality, because once he fights mentally, people think he's weak, because if he starts getting these knockouts, he starts beating these guys again, and he gets that confidence back, hey, we might have a 50-50 fight. And I think it's more of a 50-50 fight anyway, because I don't think Tyson Fury, again, is stupid enough to go in there with the same game plan that he has. Now, the Crunk style does teach you to be aggressive. It does teach you how to, sit down on your punches. But does it teach you to be stupid? Not really. Because Tyson Fury's not a stupid fighter. He knows how to turn it on, and I think he knows how to turn it off. Okay, so when he goes in there and he gets caught with something with AJ, thinking that's Wilder, people will then see, oh shit, he's not in there with Wilder. He's not in there with a guy that throws one punch at a time. That's not that guy. Okay, so, and it is the only fight to see. This is the only fight that in the heavyweight division. We've seen Tyson Fury. Well, it's 2 fights, honestly. Let's be fair. But if he beats Wilder again, the appeal for Wilder fighting Joshua, it will just get lower and lower. You know what I mean? Pretty soon, if he loses and then he loses again to someone else, nobody will really want to see Wilder and Joshua. That'll just be a fight, a big fight that grew and grew and then just fell off and lost interest because someone lost, right? Or kept losing. Like an Amir Khan, Kell Brook kind of situation, right? But I do think that is the fight people want to see. But with Andy Lee, let me tell you why it's biased. It's because, what does Andy Lee supposed to say? He's Irish, talking about an Irish gypsy, and they train together. So not only is he from the same place, these guys share the same culture. They're on the same team. So he's supposed to root for Tyson Fury. What else is he going to say? He's supposed to say Tyson Fury right now, I don't see anyone beating him, because he's the one training him. He's the reason for Tyson Fury getting the training that he has. So of course he's supposed to say that. You know what I mean? So you're looking at that like, yeah, that's typical. It's typical biased. Not saying what he said about Anthony Joshua is untrue, but what I'm saying is, I don't see anybody beating Tyson Fury. Okay, that's a fact of opinion. Based on your own biasness. Your own bias. So you just, it's one of those things where I think Andy Lee believes in Tyson Fury, as he should, and he thinks he'll take him out in 8 rounds. I'm on the fence about it, because I still have to see what Anthony Joshua, how he will fight in this next fight to make a determination. But it won't be a fight like people think it will be, because I know how people are. They jump on the bandwagon, especially from a dominant win. The person that won last is the favorite person. Okay? If we look at Lomachenko Crawford, if Lomachenko fights and beats Teofimo Lopez, right, he will be considered number 1. And then Crawford will fight and win. He'll be again he'll be considered number 1. So it happens, and people have short memories when it comes to boxing, but it really goes through comes down to whoever really lost or won impressively lately. That's what people will go for, especially when they look at 2 guys that have great attributes as fighters, which Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury do have. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think about Andy Lee's comments. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.